Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today one of my most requested videos on this platform to date, and that's not even like one of those things where like the YouTuber says that but they don't really mean it. No, as crazy as this might seem, 3 years of covering Dokkan, and I have never done a box showcase on Global or JP, just because I feel like it could potentially be almost too chill, almost to a point of like no one cares. But then it's like, well, I've been asked to do this so many times, whether it be live streams or everything else, that it's like, okay, it's time. So this is one of two videos. I'm going to be doing a JP one as well. Maybe quite some time before this happens, for that one happens, because I'm really trying to clean up a lot of it there. But I feel like my Global's at a good spot. There is some stuff that you might be like, wait, why is that not awakened? We'll talk about it once we hop in. But as you can see here, we're taking a look at LR Trunks and Mai. I do want to note something. If you're someone that's been asking that for a long time, no particular goal today. Too much of a chill video for me to slap an actual like goal on this. But if you are someone that's been asking, / you are just honestly here for this content, you might slap that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, I'm filming this on February 28th, 2019. But for the end of 2019, we're trying to get 500,000 here on YouTube. 500,000. What a huge landmark that might actually be if we're able to hit it. So if you're new to the channel, you end up deciding that you enjoyed today's video, all those things, you might go down and hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead though. Let's get started. So let's go ahead. Let's back out. Now I don't actually have the LR Trunks in my. I just thought a good place to start would be to show off the LRs that I'm missing, and then we'll look at all the LRs. We'll look at all the rainbow units. We'll look at some exclusive units, and we'll just take a look at the entire box overall. So one thing, of course, LR Trunks Mai, the newest LR on the global side, do not have them. I'm finishing up the free-to-play LR Trunks. Again, those prime battles, they take a long time. And when you're playing two versions of the game, they take an even longer time. So that is what it is. But as far as summonable, LR Trunks and Mai, LR Perfect Cell. We are then also missing LR Bojack, and last but not least, the one that I probably want more than any of them, the LR Majin Vegeta. So those are the 4 summonable LRs you will not be seeing in today's video. As far as the free-to-play LRs go, we're missing the Piccolo, really close to it. Matter of fact, I don't really think there's many World Tournament units that are awakened yet, because I've been putting all of my attention onto the LR. So I do have LRTN and Chiaotzu on the global side, which I do not have on the JP side. And hopefully next World Tournament I'll finish off Piccolo, then we'll start working on LR Yamcha. And then as far as the other free-to-play that I'm missing is the OG. The OG. Hopefully we'll have him very, very soon. So anyway, that is what it is, though. Those are the LRs that I'm missing. Let's go ahead though. Let's back out. The other free-to-play that I am missing is, let's go to character list. Let's go. We're gonna come back to exclusives. So if you look at the LRs, the other free-to-play one that I'm missing will be the brethren to this, which is the Goku from SBR. I need to beat one more SBR stage here on global, and then I'll have that LR as well. But as far as LRs goes, there they all are. The 4 rainbow ones, all of course free-to-play. I love LR Great Saiyaman. I'm so glad they're in movie heroes. One of my absolute favorite categories right now to run on both versions of the game. And they're awesome. They're awesome to have. They are an incredible support unit, and their super attack is absolutely beautiful to look at. So it's like, why not? Why not go ahead and bring them? Of course, the LR Frieza campaign helping with me getting this one done and rainbowed over on the global side. Same thing with JP. I waited until the campaign happened and got it knocked out. Kind of sort of waiting on the Trunks one now that we know that campaign's going to happen. And then I may knock out Vegeta before then, just because it's Prime Battle Vegeta, but we know eventually the LR Vegeta that's about to release on the global side will eventually get a campaign as well. This right here, which almost marks the year anniversary from this one, of course, this is like seriously one of my favorite LRs. Free to play, summonable, whichever. I really like this LR. I'm glad to have him on here and rainbowed. And then also with the LR androids, those are the only 4 that I've rainbowed. The irony of this right here, I need one more. I just pulled my first dupe of this on the JP side, and over on the global side, all I need is one more at this point. Literally pulled my one and only copy at the end of 2017. Did not pull another copy until just last week of this on the JP side, and then here we are on global side where I have three paths open for this unit. As far as that goes, I think the LR Gohan has 2 dupes, and then beyond that, I think everything else just has 1 dupe or no dupe. So yeah, just 1 dupe on the LR Gogeta, just 1 dupe on the LR Goku Black and Zamasu, just 1 dupe, and this is actually thanks to the New Year's banner. The New Year's banner was pretty incredible. Guaranteed LR, I'm hoping they do that again somewhat soon, but that helped me get me a path on that. Then this right here is the newest LR. Got this from the LR Trunks and Mai double rate banner. This is the newest LR on the global side. I have a dupe of this, which we'll take a look at in just a second, but I SA10 farmed him up, of course awakened him, and then also gave him 55%. So I actually invested so a lot of investment into the unit. And while he shares the same name as the new physical Broly, I hate to get rid of him because of all of those resources that went into getting him into his TUR state. But at this point, since he does share the same name as the physical one, it might be worth just going and farming in and giving a path open and giving that guy some more criticals. No paths on them as well. Pretty much at this point, we don't have any paths left on any of these units. They were sorted by activation. So we do have the LR Vegito. Cool thing about LR Vegito and LR Gogeta is that we know on the SSJ4 banners they're coming back. So more chances to pull them if you don't have them, and more chances to pull dupes if you don't have any dupes in your units. Just happy to honestly have LR Go Frieza. Still one of my favorite LRs. Still one of my absolute favorite LRs. And no dupe, but they don't really need it because they're just that ridiculous. I think LR Trunks was one of the other guaranteed LRs I pulled whenever we hopped in on the New Year's banner. I think. I can't remember for sure. I'm pretty sure I got Beerus off of a mono STR banner, which is absolutely ridiculous, but happy to have him. Not too much investment in these guys, just because I haven't really, until the Dragon Ball Seekers category on the JP side, I didn't really use them. And the thing that I do a lot, obviously since JP is generally ahead, unless of course you're talking about like tech hit and stuff like that, which we'll look at some of that too in a second. But I kind of use just like how much have I used this unit on JP? You know, do I like this unit on JP? And I use that to then bring over to, do I want to invest orbs? You know, do the free to play grind because it still takes time and stuff like that. And then I decide on that when we hop over here. So like I do have all paths open on this guy, but no orb investment yet. I may eventually do it because they are on the Dragon Ball Seekers category. And if I'm able to get the GT Trio / there is the free to play LR Kid Goku, which I already have farmed up on here as well. You know, I may eventually put some investment into them. Same thing with these guys. I haven't really used them, especially since when I do use the free-to-play Ginyu Force, I just use Gohan as the leader instead of them, I guess I should say. Maybe LR Hercule. I've not finished up the grind on that because it's expensive and time-consuming. And then LRT and Jiaozu. I do kind of sort of want to SA20 these guys and give them some investment, but I just haven't yet. Then the LR Kid Gohan, and then last but not least, the LR Metacooler, which I haven't invested a lot into, but if I'm able to put AGL Metacooler, you better believe these guys right here will be SA20 and some decent amount of investment into them as well. So anyway, let's go ahead, let's back out. Let's take a look though at all the rainbows that I have available here. It's only 44. I'm stingy. I'm absolutely stingy with orbs. If we take a look here at, let's go to hidden potential. Let's click on this. So I am sitting decently okay for global side orbs, a little low on fizz, but I definitely could rainbow some more units if I wanted to. I definitely have units with plenty of paths open and everything else, but I'm just kind of stingy. I kind of wait and see what do I really want to rainbow based on stuff I've seen from like playing the JP side. But the one thing I did is I made sure to rainbow out the new free-to-play units from the Broly story event, all but Broly, because when Broly awakens, he shares the same name as the physical SSJ Broly that I was able to summon as well. But yes, I did go and rainbow the Jacket Vegeta, the Jacket Goku, and the Golden Frieza, all definitely worth. But yes, 44 units right now rainbowed on the global side. A lot of them are just the free-to-plays because well, Global doesn't give out orbs quite as much as JP does, I feel like. You guys can let me know what you think down below, but I really don't feel like they do. And as I said, I'm a little bit more stingy with them because I want to wait and see, like, what do I really want to invest on? We do have the Minaka costume Beerus over here, also a global exclusive. I went ahead and rainbowed this guy out just because he means a lot to me. This is one of the first units I chased on the global side, and finally pulled way later on because he was in the general pool. So since he got an Extreme Z Awaken and I did have all of his paths open, I decided to rainbow him. Of course, the newest EZA right here with the Gogeta, we have him completely rainbowed out, SA 15 out of 15. One of the OGs. This is when Dokkan content, at least for me, started to pick up, so I had to show some respect to the boy, plus he's just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that's all of my rainbows. Before we hop in and take an entirely a look as to the entire account, also I have this guy. I have another one farmed up. It is worth noting, I saw someone mention it might be worth farming up 3 of this guy. So basically 2 to free to play SA20 him when he gets to an LR, and 1 to get to TUR to then actually run alongside him. But before I do that, I'm gonna wait to see. I may farm up another one, but I want to, before I invest orbs and everything else, I may wait to see just how good his LR is and if you really need a spot for a TUR. Because if he links up well, or his team doesn't really need any more room, or doesn't have any more room for a TUR version, we might wait to see what happens with that. But let's take a look at some exclusives. Now, I did include some global exclusive stuff, so like this regular SSJ3 Vegeta and this GT SSJ3 Vegeta, still global exclusive, so I went ahead and threw them in here. Minaka costume Beerus, still global exclusive, so I went ahead and threw him in here. But as far as other exclusives goes, this was part of year 3. So this was a year 3 like login and mission bonus type thing that we were able to get. He's okay. He's not bad. He's just kind of a funny unit to have. This was New Year's, I think, 2018, if I remember right. They gave us out 5 copies of this. I've never farmed up her super attack or anything, but I did feed in and give her all paths open, of course. This right here was from Global winning the 250 million download celebration battle. So JP has the damage sort of Frieza one. Global got the SSJ Goku, not farmed up his super attack either. This was from Global versus JP whenever Bulma dropped, like almost 2 years ago. The winner, JP, got Badman Vegeta. The loser, Global, got Optimistic Warrior Yamcha. So that was kind of cool for them to do. I should finish out leveling him up. This right here was from 200 million download celebration, I think. I want to say that's what this was from, because this guy right here is which this guy had a funny translation if you use Google Translate on the JP side. This guy right here, Dokkan awakens into this guy right here. Then this was from April Fool's 2016, I think. Him and also him. He does have a Dokkan Awaken, which is pretty similar to this. Funny note on this is that on the JP side, the art has kanji going along the sides, and on the global side, it doesn't. They didn't include the wording, I guess, on the global side. But I could awaken the tech one, but I just haven't yet. They're not really usable when you awaken them. But anyway, I do have that. I went and included the Arale units in here. Hopefully they come back at some point. I never finished off awakening my Arale because I didn't realize that it was going to be something I couldn't do later. So we do have a couple of the Arale units here. We have the strength one. We have the tech one, which was free to play. We also have, of course, the physical one. And then we have this little dude right here. And that's all the Arale units that I have. I don't even have the Goku anymore. I'm pretty sure I fed him into something. This right here, I get asked about this somewhat frequently, just because it's a unit that I feel like people have seen and are like, how do you get this? This was a One Piece Treasure Cruise crossover event. So One Piece Treasure Cruise had a stage where they could farm up a Frieza. I don't think they could farm up a Frieza, but they fought against a Frieza. We had a stage where we fought against, I'm not good with One Piece, but I think his name was like Doflamingo or something like that. We could farm up this guy right here, and that was the only way to get him. He was exclusive to, it was basically One Piece Treasure Cruise versus Dokkan Battle. We farmed that event to basically raise it up, and we got certain rewards based on who was actually winning. I'm pretty sure Dokkan won. I think Dokkan won, but I could be wrong on that. This guy right here was, I think he was some sort of Facebook event or something like that, if I remember right. Yamcha baseball event. And this was April Fool's last year, which even says that they're not usable. April Fool's 2018. And then the Cybermen were April Fool's 2017, which I think that pretty much covers all the exclusives here that's on this page. As far as what I could remember. I may have missed some, or I may just not have had them. Then if we take a look at my entire box, it's not a bad box. As you can, I'm not going to go into each individual. You can just take a look at them, or pause the video if you're really that in depth of wanting to know. But I've had pretty decent luck. I mean, there's a lot of investment into this account in terms of time and, of course, resources as well. We do have this guy. We got Bodo Magetta. Pretty happy about having all of those units, especially the tech hit, who eventually I'm sure will come to JP, but still not yet. I'm assuming maybe a lull period, maybe like June or something, they might release him, just because I feel like the hype's going to be lower for him on the JP side since Global's had him for a while, similar to how when JP's had something for a while and Global gets it and people act like there's not much hype around it. Anyway, similar things there. Also, this is super ironic, but I'm actually happy to have this unit. I like this unit a lot. I like using that unit a lot. I've never made a video over him, but I do like that unit quite a lot. Some people assume because I don't make a video over a unit, a team, or something like that, for some reason I'm either not doing it, playing with it, or whatever it might be. But just because I didn't make a video on it doesn't really necessarily mean anything bad about it or anything like that. There are some units, though, that you may notice aren't awakened as I scroll through here. Also, I really like this unit. I like this unit's art. That unit has really cool art. Paragus and Broly has really cool art. But I do not like, I'm hoping for a revamp on the Heroes and Villains Extermination unit. I keep procrastinating on a lot of those units because I'm hoping eventually to get revamped with maybe some like boosted drops or something like that, and I'll wrap up some of these units that I haven't done that require those medals to awaken, because it would be a lot faster and a lot easier if we could do it that way with boosted drops and not do it just the normal way, which can sometimes take a really long time. Like, oh my gosh, here is one of them actually done, but still, I mean, obviously I do have some of them done, but dude, it can take quite some time. Also, I passed one of the latest other EZAs, the Kid Buu. Just didn't feel like investing anything into him. He's not that good, so I was just kind of like, I'm okay. And as we get into the SSRs, you'll notice I have a lot of units. Like, here's some World Tournament units, but again, right now, full focus on LRs. I don't want to use medals on just the SSR versions of these units right now until Hey, they're actually, I don't think I included her. She's not my exclusive list, but she's also she was one of the login bonuses, I believe, that we were able to get during that time. This also a bit of an exclusive, not global or JP, but I'm pretty sure he's been taken out of most of the summonable pools. So he's a very hard unit to come by, as ironic as it is. So instead of awakening him into his Golden Frieza form, I just left him like this and just let him just sit there because he's kind of like a nice little trophy to have in the box. But what I do with a lot of these units is I just let him sit here. And if I summon one later, like let's say another Kefla comes out, I will be able to just use her, you are her, and get some form of use out of her just sitting there, because I already have Kefla, you know, all paths opened and SA 10'd. So it's just kind of nice to let stuff like her, like Kel, and stuff like that just sit here, and eventually they will actually be worth something to me. I mean, if I'm gonna obviously summon a lot for these units, actually here's a Mira. Let's lock Mira up. Mira also another unit I'm pretty sure has been pulled from a summonable pull, but I'm gonna sit here and summon for a lot of these units, and it's not really hurting me to let them sit here. I mean, I still have, you know, over 200 spots open right now. Then I feel like just letting them sit there, and then later on they can be worth something to me to increase super attacks. Like SSJ for Goku, guess what? I can use him to farm up super attack on the AGL one that will release as part of the Year 4 celebration. You know, if they ever decide to release another Meta Rildo, I can use those. So just, you know, little things like that I just kind of let these units sit here. Gogeta, if they ever do release another Super Gogeta that is just Super Gogeta, I will be ready to go for that, and stuff like that. So anyway, just scrolling through this to let you guys see the rest of my box. That's pretty much it, though. I think that pretty much does it for, oh, another one's been taken out of the pool. Let me go and lock her up, Toa. I've never really used her, but I'm pretty sure she's been taken out of the general pool for most banners, if not all banners. So it's just kind of cool to just like have sitting there and be chilling out. You can see some extra LR Gokus that I have farmed up just sitting there. Might use him to raise some super attacks later. Stuff like this, if he ever gets an easy A, I can farm this up to super attack 5, fully Dokkan Awaken it, and then feed it in, and it's a quote-unquote free, not really, but at least I get some use out of him to get Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku up to super attack 15 without having to spend any Kais on him. So that's why I have a lot of these units just sitting here, and of course, over summoning for so long, you want to, I mean, if I don't need the spots, I might as well let them stay there. Let's lock up one of these Hercules. That's 7-7-7-day Hercule right there. And then we're now into SR. So anyways, guys, there you go. That is my global Dokkan box. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As I said, it'd be a heck of a lot more chill than most videos. Also, as I said towards the beginning of the video, if you're new to the channel, you're not done so yet, you might consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining #NanoFM today, that hopefully we're able to hit 500,000 for the end of 2019. Also consider slapping that like button. Anyways, guys, that was my global box. That was pretty much everything that I have to show for it. Again, JP's showcase will come out sometime later, might be sometime. And you know, this isn't really a video. As I said, I've never made this video, so there isn't like that you'll see another video like this for probably quite some time, if ever again, for me, because, well, it took 3 years to make this one. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix signing off. As always, guys, best of luck in anything and everything you are doing in life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.